guys, it's Sunday. We're out here fixing to get this pig unloaded. We usually unload when we get home, but we didn't last night. We just left her in the trailer because we knew we were going to get out here bright and early and get it unloaded and washed, so we didn't worry with it last night, and we're just going to go ahead and wash it on the lift today. So we get the lift good and clean. It probably has oil on it from oil being everywhere last night, so it's probably going to be a pretty unwashed day because there is oil everywhere. But before we get started, so we don't forget to do this, we got some shop towels. Good thing we ran out in the trailer last night, so good thing we got these. And this is from, yeah, having a great time. This is from Chris Patton. Thank you so much, Chris. We appreciate you. So we're gonna get out here and get this car washed, unloaded and washed. And we'll show you guys the norm. Had a third place finish last night. If you guys haven't watched that video, go watch that video. It's a good one. Car felt really good. Brad was happy with it. So we are definitely, I think we have something to build on. So let me go help him get this thing unloaded. We'll turn you guys on time lapse and let you watch it, and then we'll get to washing it. Alright guys, so we just got the fenders off of it. That's one side of me. That's the other side of me. It's oily. It's oily. It's going to be one of those last days where you're oily from head to toe trying to get this thing washed. But we're going to get it washed and washed good. Let me just kind of show you what we're starting with. There's oil all over the deck. Those little smears right there. There's still oil. You can see where all the oil is, where all the dirt's just kind of caked on it.
Surely that didn't get thrown away.
There's all, I mean, look at all the oil. And we did the best we could to clean it all off, but it was all over the bottom end and everything. So when he got to going around the track for the feature, it just kind of threw it everywhere, which is why he had it all over his helmet too. So you can, I'm sorry I didn't get those out. I don't know why I didn't. But look at where his you can definitely tell he got it all over his helmet, because look at how his bars and everything are. Maybe you gotta have that. And there's oil everywhere. So yeah, let's get this thing washed. And look, there's oil back here. It's everywhere. I'm telling y'all, it's a mess. But we'll turn you on time lapse in just a few minutes and let you guys watch the wash process as well. All right, guys. So we just had to run to Lowe's because the trigger on our pressure washer was stop, babe. Was messed up. So we had to go get a new trigger. So we just got back from Lowe's. Brad's just now getting it all started. He was trying to pressure wash it and all the water was coming back on him, so we had to go get that. And we also got some of this Zep degreaser, because it's definitely going to need some degreaser today, as oily as it is. I showed you guys earlier how oily it is and how bad it's going to be. So he's getting started. I'm going to turn you guys on time lapse and let you watch him wash the car. All suds up. He's got his spray cannon going on. He's got his four-wheeler suds up. He's got everything suds up. He's just going crazy with this thing. But it needs it. It's got degreaser in it. It's got some Dawn. It's got some Pro Glow. It's got a little bit of everything. I just kind of mixed up a concoction for him. It looks like it's just kind of melting it all off. You can see it on the ground. It's already dirty. So let's see. Get the scrubbing and see if we can get this thing cleaned up. I'm gonna help him out just a little bit on this part. Brad has taken his shirt off because he was soaking wet. I didn't get in the video because the camera was having to charge from being on time lapse for that little bit of time. It killed the battery, so I had it on charge while he was doing that. But he laid up under the car and pressure washed the underneath part of it because there was oil everywhere underneath it. So here's what we're looking like right now. Much better. Much better. Still trying to wash everything. Alright guys, so we had to rush out of the shop yesterday. We were in the shop. Chris had walked in for a second. He called and he said, hey, there's a tornado in Coleman. Y'all need to get in. Y'all need to get inside. So we hurried up, rushed inside, and he called again and said, hey, hell's about to hit in 20 minutes. So we rushed home, got showers, and just didn't have a chance to do an ending video. So we just wanted to kind of answer a couple of questions. I know one of the questions we had was what happened with the starter. And I didn't answer that in the last video because I didn't know. Brad didn't tell me what happened until we laid down the next, that night. He didn't tell me what happened because they fixed it before he went out for the feature. I was already up there ready with the camera. And he said what had happened was in the cockpit, the switch came off and it was something with, it was hitting the metal and arcing off. So that's what that was. They fixed that right before he went out for the feature. So that problem was no longer an issue. So that's what that was, just a one of those minor things that's not a real big deal, but we just couldn't figure out what it was. And we've had another question. We've had several questions about the motor. I answered it in our previous video, but I'll answer it again. Somebody was asking as far as motors, what's the difference? So the motor we had in the car was a spec motor. It's a steel block, aluminum heads, just a topless outlaw limited motor. The difference is this motor is a all aluminum motor, so it is about 100 pounds lighter on the front end, and that's huge, but also it has a whole lot more horsepower. So that's the difference there. This motor will be super. The other motor we will continue running in topless. As of schedule, we still don't know anything, so we can't tell you guys that. If we do plan to go anywhere this weekend, it'll probably be Sunday to Duck River. I don't know if we're going to go or not. I don't know if we're just going to take the weekend off and enjoy the holiday or what we're going to do. But as soon as we figure out what we're going to do, we'll let you guys know, of course. But thanks to all of our partners, KT Heating and Air, Warp Speed Performance Parts, Barrier Apparel Co., Allsouth Signs and Graphics by BB Designs, Hammers Grading, Fatdaddys Crew out of Lafayette, Indiana, Vinson Race Engines, Penske Racing Shots, Gorsuch Performance, and Brinn Transmissions. Thanks to all of those guys. Huge shout out again to Wendell Vinson for always building us a great piece and getting us a motor put together, even though he's had to deal with all kinds of stuff. Being throttled out with this motor, he just couldn't get pistons, couldn't get stuff in, and when it came in, it was wrong. So it's just been a big fiasco, but thankfully he worked through that and got us a motor. So we do now have 2 motors, so we'll just kind of pick and choose when we want to run and where we want to run, and we'll keep you guys in the loop whenever we decide what we're going to do. Thanks. Awesome. Be sure you like, comment, subscribe. I said that a little too fast.